And good morning, everyone. And here in Houston, it was raining this morning, thunderstorm, lightning everywhere. And even driving this morning, the lightning was just flashing left and right. And it was kind of blinding for me. But one of the things I do want to say is Happy Veterans Day to all that have served. And we wish you well and wish you continued bravery and protecting us and all the good stuff. But as y'all know, I've been going back and forth to the hospital. Wife's doing better. She's actually able to hold down liquids today, and she was so thrilled to have her first cup of coffee in 17 days. Oh, she was happy as can be. But one of the things is we do like to talk about conventions, and we love getting guests that go to conventions. And today we have Tracee Cocco with us from one of our favorites, which is Star Trek. So everyone who's watched Star Trek has seen her in them. So one of the things that I would like to ask is, I know you're going to Starbase Indy this in Thanksgiving, I believe it is.
Yep.
With Thanksgiving, they were talking about how it's just another family away from family. Is that how you feel with going to conventions?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And to see all my fans again. And, COVID put a big wrench in everything. So things are starting to come back slowly, you know. But yeah, and Starbase Indy is so fun. I think I like the littler cons better than I like the big cons too, don't get me wrong, but you just lose the, I don't know what's the word. It's more intimate.
There we go. I can definitely.
Yes, with little ones. Yeah.
I can definitely see that.
So I can't wait to go. Hopefully the weather is going to be good. The last time I was there, it was kind of a little snowing. So we'll see.
I don't know. That white stuff is not for me. I can tell you that. Not living in Houston.
At least I get to wear my coat, though.
Hey, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Now, I know, like, when I go to conventions that are out of town, I do like to go to different restaurants and try different area cuisines. Is that something that you enjoy doing or try to do? Or
oh yeah, I love to try to do that. Yeah, but most of the time I don't have that much time. But I believe I'll have some time to do that at Starbase Indy, because that's one of my favorite things, is to have a nice dinner.
Definitely.
Yeah. I love my dinner.
Now, I have to get into the Star Trek mode here because I am a big time Star Trek person. And I've noticed that you've actually played aliens on, like, I think Deep Space Nine and Voyager, if I'm correct. Voyager being one of my favorite Star Treks, but we won't go there. What was the experience with all the makeup for being an alien?
Oh my God. Well, I played like 15. More than Combs. Yeah. They never say that either. So I'm saying it now. Anyway, the makeup seemed to work with my skin, which was good because it didn't break out. God, if you were to ask like my favorite one, I have so many, but I always liked the Borg, and I played the Borg drone, and I also played the regular Borg that had the full-on face thing. Yeah.
Ooh, I bet that took a lot of time doing.
Yeah, well, not as long as this one I did, which took 6 hours, and it was on Voyager. I had a forked tongue and contacts in my eyes, and they had to airbrush my hands and my arms and my head, and I had a ponytail. I just don't know the name of it, but it was really cool. I'll be quiet. It was really cool. She's growling. And then I just recently, about a year or so ago, was made into a Cardassian, which I always wanted to play one of those. And that took about 3.5 hours. Yeah.
Now, when you have to do the makeup, you really have to leave early to get to the and
yeah that
so
one that one that took 6 hours, I had to be on the set at 3 a.m.
Oh.
and sit there for 6 hours in a chair.
I'd be the makeup person being late, and you'd be like, "Okay, you're late. I'm gonna kill you."
No, they were. That's one thing. They were always there. So always on time. Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of them do. A lot of those makeup people actually have like their studio on set, so they can just sleep there and be prepared. Or
No, most of them have to bring all the stuff with them. But like, on Star Trek, they did have a big studio. So most of them had their stuff. Yeah.
yeah, that's I can say that would probably be the best thing for me. Is like, I have to be here at 3. I'm just sleeping here. Give me a
Yeah,
sleeping
right.
bag.
I know. And then I always made it like, I never really hit traffic because I don't live in LA. I worked there, but my commute was like about an hour, but
Ooh,
that early in the morning, it was easy. And then by the time I'd get done, I would miss the traffic home too. So it kind of was cool that way. It worked out. Yeah.
I was going to say that would probably be the best for me because, like I said, I might go to bed early and wake up early, but I still hate that traffic.
Yeah. Yeah. Around here, it's bad. Yeah.
Well, I've been to several places in Houston and LA, Dallas and DC. I would say LA and Houston I've even been through Atlanta, but Houston and LA are probably one of the worst.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Uh,
Houston's not good.
Yeah, I fly in to Houston, I think, when I leave to go to Starbase Indy. How's that airport?
If you go to Intercontinental Airport, it's pretty good.
I don't
IAH.
I don't know where I'm going, but but all I know is when I flew into Dallas, I hated that airport. Oh my God, I almost got lost. I got lost. I totally got lost.
That's Atlanta's big enough to get
Yeah,
lost at
Atlanta's
too.
too. Yeah, so
If
usually they help me out and they're pretty nice about it because I panic. So I don't like to panic when I have to go, especially when you have to get a connecting flight. So
hmm
yeah.
Well, that's like I said, Star Trek, and I've watched. I can't tell you how many Star Trek. Probably every single one except for the newer ones right now. I haven't really gotten into the newer ones, and I really couldn't get into Picard, which I hate saying because I love Jerry Ryan and all the people that are in it, but I just can't get into Picard right now.
Uh-huh.
I don't. I
I
don't know if it's.
I can't either, meaning I can't get on it.
Well, if you can get on it,
I'm
send
trying.
send some our way.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
But what would you say is your most memorable moment on set with all those shows that you've been on?
Um, oh God. Well, when I first started, which was like right after when Tasha Yar left,
Hmm.
Denise Crosby is when I got on the next gen. So that was a big day. I mean, I literally walked on the set and was like, "Oh my God!" It was like a real ship. I mean, it was like crazy. And then probably my one of my best moments was when I did the first movie Generations, and Jonathan Frakes asked me to be in the red and fly the ship because I was going to do a stunt. And I was like, okay, this is fun. And I got blown out of my chair by the Klingon sisters. But in the contract, I asked him, because on the script, I was supposed to die. But before he asked me, we talked about it. And I said, well, I know you guys are going to come back with, like, I don't know, other movies. I don't want to die. And he goes, we can make that happen. So if you look really close, I do get blown out of my chair, but I don't die. They carry me off. And then Marina takes the seat and she crashes the ship. Yeah, we always fight about that, but it's true.
Well, I have to say that Generations was one of my favorites,
Yeah, and
and
they were great. They were like so cool. I mean, I did Deep Space Nine and Voyager, but I was alien, so I didn't hang out like I did on TNG with them all. So I'd do my stuff and then my scene, and then I'd be done. So I'd leave. But like with the next gen, I was sometimes there all day. And I was there 3 times a week, always, because I was always on the bridge.
oh,
And I don't know if you know this. Um, I was in over 100 episodes. I was the only one to wear all the colors. I was the most cross-trained officer on there.
you,
And I
you
was
had,
Patrick's date, always in 10 forward.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And we actually talked about 10 forward on the other show because I had asked them, it's like, well, why don't you call one of your panels 10 forward? And they're like, well, we can't do it because of copyrights. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yep. That
but
copyright get you every time.
yes, yes. But 10 forward was probably one of my favorite areas with the next generation. I always loved seeing that and how the people would be together.
Yeah.
I almost wish they had it in the original series, but I can understand why they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what would be, I mean, I hate to word it like this because it would put you on the spot. I was going to say, what would be one of some of your most memorable moments at some of these conventions that you go to?
Oh my God, the fans are awesome. And then, just watching how they like come up to me, it's so cute. It's like they're shaking, and it's like I mean, it's adorable. The little kids are fantastic, but I mean, I have a variety of different, I even have like a cult following.
Nice. And
Yeah. So I have a lot of Lieutenant J fans, and it's weird because um I got that name by mistake, and it stuck. So
well, you know, after so long, you do have to get promoted. I mean, how many?
I started out as an ensign, and then I got promoted as a lieutenant, which was a weird thing too. One day I went in, and my outfit had 2 pips on instead of 1, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And they didn't do anything, so that's how come I got lieutenant.
Well, maybe they should make you lieutenant commander now after all this time.
Right. Right? Yeah. Or an admiral, I don't know.
Well, I have to ask because there's always the rumor about the red shirt
Mhm.
being being killed off. When you were first on there and they handed you a red shirt, were you like, "Oh God, they're gonna kill me now"?
I thought about it in the movie, but on the next gen, not really. I usually wore the gold more, the gold and black. And then when they put me in I call it turquoise and black. I don't know, whatever color it is. And then the red and black is when I wore it on the movie. Yeah, I was kind of like, that's why I talked to him. That's why I made sure I talked to Jonathan before, we did anything. Yeah.
Well, the other one that you were in is one of my favorites is Insurrection,
Yeah. Is
and
that the one with Alice Creed, the board queen?
Insurrection. No, Insurrection is the one where back in youth
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. The one with the board queen I was in too, and I play myself, but then I was also her stunt double.
for First Contact.
First
Yeah, First
contact.
Contact.
Always forget. Yeah.
See, told you I'm a big time Star Trek fan.
Wow. Oh my God.
I think I saw all the movies except maybe the first one, and I'm talking the first one with Kirk and all them in the movie
Uh-huh.
theaters.
Yeah. What'd you
But
think of Generations?
I like Generations. Now, uh, there is probably a few things I may have changed, but I did like Generations. But
Yeah.
being a writer and watching things, and actually, I went to school doing editing for films and all that. And it's like, after you do that, you go in and you can't watch a movie the same after taking a class like that because you really have to go in there and it's like, okay, you are start seeing stuff and it's like, well, I'd change that and edit this and move this over here.
Yeah.
But like I said, I loved all the movies and I had to go back and rewatch some of them because I was in that mindset when I first watched them. So did have to go back and rewatch.
Yeah. 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 And then now, the cons are coming back, so I'm hoping to get more of them. I did do the Las Vegas one this last August, and that was fantastic. Even though, they had to go about things different. We all had to wear masks and all, but I think next year will be more of an attendance with people because they're letting people fly in from the UK and all that. So that'll be That'll be cool. So hopefully I'll be back to that one. I have been doing. I have. Let me pull it up. I have like 5 movies coming out that I've
Ooh.
been doing. One is called Night Mistress, where I play Jacoby, a bodyguard for the underworld, and the other one is Assassin's Apprentice 2. And I play a retired assassin. And then I'm in Staycation,
Mm.
where I play a news reporter, Deandra Walsh. Then I have 1 and 2, Alien Danger 1 and 2, where the first one we're having our premiere when I fly back that same day. So I'm going to be like dead, but I gotta go. But I play in Alien Danger 1. I play Vex, who's on the ship as a crew member. And then in Alien Danger 2, I played 2 different parts. So Vortex 47 is like a ninja kick-ass kind of girl. And then I play Cleopatra. And I look like Cleopatra, but I'm Cleopatra. And then I'm supposed to be filming 14 Ghosts, and I play the head ghost in that. So, and then there's another one that hopefully next year is called Death House, where I'm hopefully going to get to work with Nicolas Cage. So that will be fun.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah. So I have like those movies that are coming out. I've been getting a lot of like people wanting me to be in like their horror movies.
You know, we have a lot of horror fans that actually watch this show, and they
Oh,
have a lot of great communities.
yeah, yeah. And I love it because it's something different for me, you know? Hi,
And
Candace.
hello, Candace. But
This
you
is,
are pretty.
huh?
You are pretty busy.
Well, I try. I mean, there's only so much, I can do, The cons I love because they're like, they bring out like the little kid in me. So
Hmm.
I can't wait for the end of the month. So it'll be fun. Yeah.
Well, well, with everything that you've mentioned, I have to say, if they do come out with another Stargate, you need to get into the Stargate series.
Yeah. I mean, and I can play aliens too. Hello. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I mean, with all the makeup and because I mean, I have to say, practice makes perfect, but experience as well. You got all the experience that you need to
Yeah, I
just keep
do.
going.
So, hey guys, come on.
Yes, and all you convention coordinators, especially y'all in the Houston area, since I live here,
Yes. Get me
hey,
out there. Get me out
get
there.
her
Contact Johnny at PR Celebrity.
or contact me and I'll get you to Johnny. One
Yeah,
of the
right?
two.
All right.
But like I said, favorite moments at the cons definitely is the fans. And I love watching the people go up to people. And I do have to say, I agree with you. The smaller ones to me are 10 times better because when you, like at Comic Palooza, which is the large one here, and you
Wow.
see when you see lines that you're like about 5 hours to get to meet somebody, it,
Oh,
it
God.
takes a lot of it takes a lot out of it, and you're like, nah. So you miss a lot of the, like you said, intimacy of getting to know the person.
Yeah, with me, I'm like, I come out from behind the table to do like, a photo where like some actors I won't name don't. And they look at me and they give me shit for it. And it's like, this is me. This is how I am. I'm down to earth. And sorry. I mean, you know.
Well, I know Candace's husband does that. Steve Andrino. He played Babu in the Power Rangers.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Steve, I just gave you another credit there.
Yay. Yay. Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for the fans, what would be, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be anywhere. So,
Definitely.
I,
And
I appreciate them all. So, and then even the, like, people with special needs come up to me and I just, oh, you know, and they get so excited too. I mean, the one in there was one in Vegas who had a what do you call those? A talk, like he talked through here.
From the cancer that where they
Yeah,
have to remove the
um,
voice box and
and
replace it.
he had a keyboard that had all these different like pictures of like a peach or a apple, or pictures of everything on his keyboard. So that's how he spoke, to people.
Hmm.
Um, but he got so excited, because I was like, which picture do you like or do you want? And he's like, I can't afford it. And I was like, no worry. So I went and I go, do you like this one? And I signed it and gave it to him, and he was like crying and shaking, and I'm like, oh my God. But that
Yeah.
makes my day. I mean, I try to give fans an experience they don't normally, get. Like I'll hang out. with people in the, bar or whatever, or do karaoke, or stuff like that.
I,
I just
I
can't.
was going to say,
Yeah.
I helped with part of the after party for Beaumont, and it was like, there ain't no way I'd do a karaoke one.
Oh yeah.
Not with our crowd.
My go-to song for karaoke is Rock Lobster by the B-52s.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, Greg, she's like Steve, loves the cons for the fans. Always liked your work, but you're an awesome person as well.
Oh, thank you, Candace. I love that. See, that's why I do what I do, because of that.
Now, excuse me here. I'm getting a little choked up myself here. It's been a long day for me. As you know, no karaoke would be awesome. Candace, you can set up the karaoke for the next one in Beaumont.
Yeah. They tend to have at a few cons now. Like they're trying. Oh God, what con was I at? I think it was Ogden Con in Ogden, Utah, and instead of like karaoke, they had like an after hour like panel, but like you had to check your phones. Oh, it was like a drunken panel. That's what it was called.
Okay.
So we were all drunk, and we were just talking about, they would ask questions, and we would just be talking and have some more drinks. But the thing is, you couldn't take pictures, video, or sound, because obviously we were maybe talking about stuff that, yeah. But that was fun for a change, to do something fun, different,
Well, I have to say, we were going to do that at Comic Conroe. We were going to have karaoke with the stars, is what we were going to do.
Yes, it's
but
fun.
The guy who runs it actually ended up getting COVID the day before the show, so we actually a bunch of us had to put the show together, and he had people come in for emergency helping. I mean, it was so.
How's he now?
Oh, he's much better now.
Oh, good.
Much better now.
Yeah.
I actually gonna have to call him. So Scott, get ready for the phone call if you're watching.
But yeah, I'd love to come out there. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah, I know they actually had the first one a week from now for Bayou City, and that's actually the first one in Houston owned by a female. So that was and Comic Palooza's just that one's way too big, but we have Comic Conroe, Eastern Rim, no Sun. I can't even think of it. We have many around here, which they need to get in contact with you to get you down here.
Yeah, I would definitely love to go. Yeah,
but like I said, I know you have the show on Thanksgiving. Is there any others that you have that you're able to talk about, or are you just
no? But there is. Oh God, what's the name of it? Okay. Ian Spelling. He's a writer for Star Trek, and he just came out with a book about the original Star Trek, and it's at Amazon right now. I just got interviewed. Hi.
Hello, Facebook user. I'm fixing to find out who it is for sure.
Hi, Greg. Yeah.
Hi, Julie.
he just interviewed me for the new one that's going to drop next year for TNG.
Oh,
About the
nice.
cast and crew, and I get 2 whole pages of me.
There
So
we go.
I'm kind of important. Yeah.
Well, like I said, you've been in like you said, over 100 episodes of.
Yes, and I spoke one time and they cut it, but yeah, I basically was mute, never talked. But hey,
Hey, you were there. That's the main thing.
I was there. I was on a show that's legendary. I mean, who knew that would happen? I mean, I started out modeling, and then my first TV series was Baywatch, where I play a lifeguard, a regular lifeguard. Then they got canceled, and in the meantime, I got a movie with Eddie Murphy, Another 48 Hours, and it was on the Paramount lot, and that's where someone from Star Trek saw me and said, "You need to go talk to so and so up in the office. They'd really like your look." And one thing led to another, and poof, there I was.
I remember
It's
Another
crazy.
48 Hours. I love.
It's crazy how things happen. And then they had me dressed up as a regular Borg for a convention promoting their pinball game. And I get a tap on my shoulder, turn around, and it's this guy from Williams Bally Midway in Chicago. They make all the pinball games around the world.
Mm.
And he's like, "Oh, I really like your voice. How would you like to be the computer voice for the Demolition Man pinball game I'm coming out with?" I said, "Oh my God, I played a cop in the movie." He's like, "No way." So that's how that happened. So now if you ever played the pinball game, Demolition Man, I'm the voice that talks to you.
Well,
It's crazy.
Being from an author's perspective, and I have an audiobook out. Have you ever thought about trying to do audiobooks for authors, or?
People have said I should, but I have no idea where to start. Maybe Johnny can help me with that. I have no idea.
It would be ACX. I do know.
Really?
ACX is basically Amazon, and then you just go out and do a demo and then put it on there for authors to hear.
Oh, wow. Okay, now when you do a demo, don't you have to have a special padded room to do all that?
It depends on the mic and everything. Like
Well,
on my laptop.
I'm not very computer savvy, so all I have is my iPad, man.
We'll have to figure a way to get you set up with that.
Yes, because I would love to. Yeah.
Johnny, I'm going to be keeping you busy for a while.
Yes, get him going, man. Yeah, I love Johnny. He's great. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think you'd be good for audiobooks.
Oh yeah, I can totally change my voice, and I did one of those 800 commercials. You know those ones. A long time ago, and all I had to say was, "Hi, want a party? Call me now." Yeah, and they had me whipping a chair. It was hysterical. Yeah, I can't find it anywhere though. I would love to find that video. I would love it, but I have no idea where to even go to look for it. Yeah.
Well, one of the things is we always like to get guests. Where can they actually find you or want to follow you? Where would you suggest for them going?
Okay. My Tracee, TraceeLeeCocco.com. That's my website. And then on Twitter, it's at Real Tracee Cocco. And then Instagram is TRACEE_COCCO. Yeah.
I'm sure it's lowercase, but that's where.
Yeah. That's my website, but like Twitter and Instagram, yeah. Is that real?
And that's Real Tracee.
Twitter is at, that sign at, and then RealTraceeCocco.
I think I did that right. And that's where they can follow you on Twitter.
Yep. And then on Insta, it's just TRACEE_COCCO. And I'm also on YouTube, but I have no idea what it is. I keep getting these things on my phone saying people are following me, and I'm like, oh. Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's fun. And yeah, you'll get some. And what I hate about the thing on YouTube is all the, I don't want to say, because I haven't looked at it, so I don't know if it is or not, but I almost want to say it's like the porn spam. They'll just throw something on your site and like, go here. And it's like, I don't want this on here. So I
Right?
have to go through and delete all these types of messages. And it's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, I had to change my regular Facebook to my my personal Facebook. I mean, I had to change my name because I was getting some trippy people on there. Yeah.
hey,
So
I won't tell them that one, but I do know that you have a Facebook fan site or a fan site that somebody created on Facebook to find Tracee and or find
oh
Ens
yes,
Jae.
oh yeah, J spotting. Yeah.
J spotting.
J
That's it.
spotting, yep, is on Facebook, and then also the lieutenant and the drag queen. We have a Facebook too, and he's from London, Ashley, and we do what do they call them? These. Yeah,
Podcast.
yes, podcast. Sorry, we do these every now and then, but right now he's under the weather, and I've been under the weather, so we'll get back to doing it. But he's a hoot and a half. It's so he's so funny, yeah. But J spotting, how it works is like, let's say you're watching something and you
Mm-hmm.
spot me, take a screenshot of it, post it on J spotting.
Ah,
Yeah.
that would be fun.
It's kind of like a fun thing. Yeah. Game thing. Yeah.
That would
Or like,
definitely be
or
fun.
like I've heard other people do shots every time they see me. My God, you'd be drunk by the end of one episode.
There we go.
Right?
That
There she is. Yeah.
we have some people that would watch it just for that.
Right? Yeah. I mean, Rascals was one of my favorite episodes. I was all over that place. Do you know I played Patrick Stewart's hands as a little boy in that episode when he's on the computer? Those are my hands.
Okay.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
so many weird things that have happened because of this. It's great. I mean, whoever knew this was going to happen? I really feel that if the next gen didn't get canceled, they would have done something with my character. It was kind of going that way. So I strongly believe in that. I mean, Patrick said he was getting mail about me because I was always his date,
Mhm.
10 forward. But then I looked at some other episodes and God, I was Worf's date and Jonathan's date. God, I got around. Little hootie.
We won't mention much about Jonathan's character though.
Right?
I actually my wife actually called him the Kirk of the next generation
Yeah. And don't you
because
love Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, they were all so very welcoming to me when I first got on. So, and they liked that I did my own hair. So the less you have to do, the better, So yeah.
definitely.
But so what got you to have me on this show? Was it Johnny or what?
Johnny, he was a big thing, and I actually do know that this is really the 20th anniversary of Star Trek Enterprise. So it's like, I do want to get some Star Trek people on, being it's the 20th anniversary of Enterprise. So I am a big Star Trek fan.
Yeah.
And of course, we have our voiceover actresses and actors that have been on, like Stephanie.
Uh-huh.
And we have one coming up next week or 2 weeks. Like I said, my brain's kind of fried, so I don't want to give dates. But Samantha Newark, who voiced Jim from Jim and the Holograms.
Oh.
So looking forward to having her on.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, gosh, thanks for having me on. Sorry it took a little bit for me to get on here, though, because, I don't know.
That's no problem. I'm not going to say I've had worse. I'm not going to say I've had better.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I finally got it. Like I said, I usually do Zoom.
Mm-hmm. I definitely like this platform because it's a lot of, like you said, you can experience more with the guests with this platform. And I like that.
Cool, because they pop right on up and you can see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I do want to thank you for being on our show. And maybe next time, because one of our co-hosts who's on vacation is the biggest Star Trek fan in the world.
Well, we'll do
And
it again. Yeah.
We'll definitely have to have you on again.
Yes, and then remember just to email it, and it'll work.
That I will definitely do.
And please give your wife my love and my prayers to you and everybody. And yeah.
And
So
thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
And everyone, y'all have a great day. And again, to all the veterans out there,
yes,
thank you for your service.
Thank you so much. Yes.
And we enjoy each day that we have with y'all. And we will see you on Saturday with Collector's Maze. Like I said, they do a lot of good work by putting books in children's hands. So we're going to be talking to them about how people can be a part of that.
Yay.
So
and
everyone
thanks everybody for all your love and support for Lieutenant Jae. Yay.
Yes. And y'all have a great day, and we will see y'all on Saturday morning.
All right. Thanks, Greg.